wonderful memories. Although there's a couple of Kiwis in this commentary box, Ricky's one of our loves. I mean, Melanie Robinson. Maybe not quite so much for the New Zealanders in the crew, but our Welsh friend next door is quite pleased.
Oh, look, and you know what? The best things about rugby and sevens in particular is anyone can win, and you just have to celebrate with them, don't you? It's a wonderful moment.
Absolutely. As we look at our Women's Challenge matches, and it is Madagascar, our first timers here at the World Cup, taking on Spain in the opening match of the day for the women's competition. Madagascar was so close yesterday, so close to a famous try again. Cool conditions for these teams to come out the dark of the tunnel. It's quite a setup in there, isn't it, Mel? The anticipation to getting out on that field is something.
Well, it's the first ever World Cup for Madagascar, and imagine how they feel standing in that dark atmosphere with the smoke. But I just want to say, how proud should Madagascar nation be of this women's team making it here for the first time, especially when you consider they only started playing women's rugby in that country in 2018, and they've got so much distance over that country to cover to actually have competition. So wonderful to have them here.
The world's second largest island, and it's hugely popular rugby over in Madagascar. We'd love to see the Lady Muckies go well against Spain this morning. Tyler Miller is our referee from Australia. As we are ready to go, Madagascar in the white strip, Spain in their traditional red. And on the whistle of referee Miller, it is Spain to get us going in the women's round of matches on day 2. Cool conditions, a watery sun, and that's a great little bust to start from Sandra Malalala, the Madagascan captain, but just spilling the ball forward as she burst through. What a couple of good ball carriers, Madagascar, and a couple of hearty defenders as well that Spain will need to be aware of as they attack for the first time. Ingrid Elga in the headgear, and number 9, Brunia Elias. Well, they just left it sitting there and play on. Great heads-up play from Budon Andrianina. Turnover again. Neither team wants the ball. Numbers for Spain. That looked forward and was well spotted by the referee.
Well, interesting passage of play. I just want to point out the really good work from the Madagascar defence, because they got the numbers over to this side of the field when they were defending Spain, and it just means that Spain have very few options out there.
You bind on her.
Spain have got to get more accurate. You know, yesterday when they played very direct. We've just seen their intention to go wide, which is a better game plan to have for sevens.
Set.
Scrum feed from Joella Fenohasina. Spills out the back and away come Madagascar. Straight through the bread basket though.
Oh, look, that's just nerves. It's all good. Everybody gets them. Veronica Raso-Anmakena. Just keep it calm, keep your eye on the ball. Don't worry about it, have fun.
Oh, we saw it yesterday, what that woman there can do, the pace. She burned through that Aussie line and then just tracked down over the line by Maddie Levi.
Bind. Set.
Spain with this midfield scrum. Ingrid Elga heads it away for Echevarria, inside ball, but now Spain can't handle Madagascar. Will tidy up. Oh, there's a lovely little offload. Can't keep the ball in play though. Well, ball control not the best in this opening couple of minutes.
Yeah, both teams just need their concentration back into what they're doing. It wasn't difficult. Spain were attempting to go on that right-hand side. It was a really good tactic. Just trying to get the numbers on the Madagascar defence.
Crouch.
Meanwhile, what can we see from Madagascar here?
Set.
The halfbacks just hassling each other. Cleverly done just to kick it back. Couldn't get a good handle on it. Fenohasina losing the ball on the ground. Neither team able to get going at the moment.
There was good work from Spain. That scrum, they took them on very hard, went forward, hit them in that scrum, pushed it back. A little bit of inexperience at the back there from Madagascar's halfback.
Crouch. Bind.
Ingrid
Set.
Elga, second World Cup appearance for her. gets that ball away, and now Spain a chance to get moving and get moving forward well. Trying to get their pace on the outside. Cantabrana keeping the ball alive. Madagascar's defence fanning out across the field. Elga through the hands goes Spain, again not connecting, passes just not sticking, and Spain will be frustrated by this.
Cantabrana Gela, I don't know if she expected that ball. It's just thrown back at her. Spain is not really using, or wasn't using, the full width of the field in that first attack, and what that means, it's easy for the Madagascar defence to come across and defend it.
Crouch!
Pedro de Mateus, long-time Spanish coach, very much rebuilding this team with the likes of Patricia Garcia, Barbara Pla, among others, not here anymore. And now here's Rasa Anakena trying to get around the outside with a little bit of footwork as well. Stays in play and keeps the ball alive. Spills away in a penalty for Madagascar. They want to get on with things, try and lift the tempo and get the Spanish backtracking. Instead giving away a penalty now.
5 wide off feet.
Cantabrana taps for Spain. Madagascar have defended well so far. Echevarria, she's got good pace, and it's getting a bit sideways, and they show to the sideline, and away over it she went.
Well, for an experienced sevens player, that's something you don't want to do because you're dying with the ball. You want to keep a little bit away from the edges. Great defence there, 2-on-1. Madagascar pat themselves on the back. Echevarria really needed to come back in or look for a support player and keep that ball alive.
Not straight.
Line out throw is a right
Scrub or
from
line out?
Fino Hasina.
Scrub.
Who's going to want to
Under
take
15.
this game by the scruff of the neck? Minute and a half to go in the first half, and neither team's really played.
Just with Madagascar, just a couple of inexperienced moments.
Crouch.
That line out, when they go into contact, they're pushing the ball back rather than waiting for their support player. These are just small things that they'll pick up as they experience sevens more.
Oh, I was going to say good work, just went ever so slightly too early, and that allows Spain to move forward this time. Tap and go was quick, and Olivia Freshnader takes the ball to ground. Elgar clears away for Echevarria. Now Spain looking to use the width of the field. Elias for Cantabrana on the outside. Cantabrana again taking the sideline, just stays in this time though.
Oh, wait, you're offside. Go back.
Madagascar get caught offside. Pressure coming on from Spain now. Cannot find an opening too because Madagascar's defence is rock solid at the moment.
Hold. Hold.
Spain maintaining possession just. And now Elias trying to get through. Bruna Elias. Madagascar holding firm at the moment as the opening coming for Spain. Cantabrana for the corner, still can't get there, pops the ball in support for Ingrid Elgar, and finally it comes for Spain.
But did they work hard to get there? That time Madagascar had committed 3 or 4 players to that last ruck area, and it meant it was easier work for Cantabrana to get over there. Lovely little pop-up. Man, that was right on the line from being forward or not, wasn't it? But the touchy was right there, and she said it was good. So in the end, a fantastic try for Elgar.
Hard-earned 5 points for Spain. She tries to convert her own try from out wide. It's a good effort, not quite. So we go to half-time. Spain is on the board, 5 points to 0. They lead Madagascar.
Madagascar probably very happy to have a bit of a breather here because the amount of work they were putting in on defence there against Spain was absolutely impressive. Talk about the best scramble defence I've seen here so far.
Now you're so heavily involved in the game at administrative level, coaching and all sorts, to see the growth and development of these nations as more and more women play. It must be a huge boost, obviously, for the sport and how to press on and help these teams and resource them.
I think it's fantastic. you know, especially this nation here. In the area down the south, they have about 20 villages that have taken up rugby in the last 4 or 5 years. They're only accessible by boat. Most of them are fishermen, so they all fish in the morning, and then the girls, the guys, and also the parents all play on the coral sand. I mean, that is just awesome. And if they're at this level already after just 4 or 5 years, imagine what they can do. It's obvious that they've got some great athletes there. And of course they're an inspiration for young black women all over the world, that they too can get to this level, get to the Olympics. And rugby sevens is a perfect sport to do that through, because it only takes, you know, 2 or 3 years to learn it, and then you just have to get really fit. That's the hard part.
Five points to nil, Spain leading Madagascar as the second half is underway. It was a hard-earned 5 points. And they'll get a penalty here for Spain. Madagascar just getting up offside. And Spain trying to raise the pace of it. Cantabrana's looked lively. And now can't control it though. Hacked ahead and has that gone straight into the face? Hopefully not of Algar. And there was no advantage.
Yeah, just clutching at the ball a little there. Again, calm yourself down, get focused, get in right position. They're speeding the game up, but the problem is they're then passing the ball too quick from the ruck. If you've got a secured ruck, you can take a moment, take a breath, pass it to your supporting player when they want it and when they're in position.
Crouch! Bind! Stand. You can't step back. You must stay, okay? Crouch! Bind! Set!
Fino Hasina feeds the scrum, it's untidy, and they'll get a penalty, Madagascar. So just on their own side of halfway, away they go, up over halfway now. Trying to catch Spain, backpedaling. Laid back nicely by the skipper. Good recycling of the ball at the moment for Madagascar as they go through the hands, and here's Rasoanakena spinning towards the sideline again. Good awareness to stay in field. Madagascar, Spain shooting up at the line, slipping out of the tackle though is Rahira Malala. Sahandra Malala now takes it away, and it just spills out awkwardly and lands on the Spanish side, so that good work's come undone, and Ingrid Algar steaming downfield. The chase coming though from Madagascar. Look at the Madagascar jersey just rounding upon her, and then Rasoanakena comes in with the big shot. But Spain pressing, numbers wide for Spain if they can get it there. Ball into the hands of Olivia Freshnetta, and Spain turn defence to attack in a 5-pointer.
Oh, that is so much better. Spain use the width, all of the space out there. Wonderful transition from the left-hand side to the right. And just see the Madagascar defence trying to get right over there. But Fresneda, she already had a big gap on the open side there. All she needed to do was use her pace.
One of the experienced players in this Madagascar side, rather on the Spanish side, has given them a handy advantage now. The conversion excellent too, so 12 points to nil. Spain lead Madagascar. Ingrid Algar exhausted on the sideline. It's a tough old game when you're making busts like that upfield, having been defending. Gets a well-deserved break. And Madagascar get another penalty here. Spain's discipline
affecting the clean out.
Let them down at times. Already, from what we saw yesterday of Madagascar, really grown in this match as well. Sahandra Malala, the captain, has been a real workhorse for them. And here's the danger woman, Rasoanakena.
Offside.
Another penalty
Last feet, please.
for Madagascar.
With me, please.
Yeah, getting really messy at the
Offside.
tackle area now, isn't it? And Spain, the most penalised team at the Women's World 7
go.
series, actually.
Tap and go again. Well, Spain have got themselves locked in. There's a real contest on the ground, and it'll be Spanish possession. It was great work from the captain, Amaya Ubena, to lock herself on that ball, like a limpet, and put Spain back onto the attack through Paula Roquena. Change of direction from Argutho. And Ubena able to tidy up. Looking to be a little bit more direct. Another penalty.
Tackler. Play away, thank you.
Big hit coming in. Garcia, tell you what, they don't miss on defence, do they, Madagascar?
Knock on.
Ooh, I think she missed the first knock on there. I think it was from the Mara.
Yep.
She just popped it ahead in her hands, but
Number
that's okay,
one.
Madagascar.
Subs. Number 1.
I'm going to be pretty happy with getting a scrum. One thing Spain has done really well today, and it's Fresneda in particular,
Crouch!
is she has cut off
Bind!
any wide attack from the Madagascar team, which
Set!
is why we've seen them coming up through the middle of the park, because they're just unable to get it out wide.
Ball spills out the back and it's cleared away just by Nuela Fenohasina.
No advantage.
Another penalty.
Red back line
A
offside.
minute and a half
Where's
for
the mark,
Madagascar in
please?
this
Where's the mark?
challenge quarter-final.
With me, Mark. No. Mark's here. Back 10.
Tyler Miller's done a nice job, though, with some of the explanations as well as these players learning the finer nuances
Holding on.
sometimes.
She put the ball down.
Fair enough.
Ball's
Quick tap
available.
take and lost her support play, didn't she?
Spain's just starting to look a little bit slicker, aren't they, as this game wears on, and that's a good offload too. Great support run from Elias, but then again Messi tried to force the ball.
No advantage, under pressure, knock on.
Yeah, so it is getting messy,
Scrum.
in particular where Madagascar get a turnover or they win the ball off the Spanish attack, is that they don't have numbers there to set up that ruck. So usually in sevens, you travel in threes, so if someone does go into contact, you have someone over the ball, then the halfback, and in that
Crouch.
situation there, it had to be
Bind.
pulled up by the referee because there was only one player there to
Set.
support.
I love the nicknames on the back of the Madagascan shirt. Susu.
Same tunnel,
Of course, we saw that
reset.
lovely gesture from Australia yesterday too, donating their alternate strip to Madagascar. Some lovely pics on social, some video inside the
You gotta
changing
hold.
rooms
No,
with those
reset.
women.
You don't put your foot up till the ball comes
Doesn't
in,
matter if you
okay?
don't speak the same language, right? Everyone's speaking one here about rugby.
Crouch! Bind!
Were they yellow
Set.
though? That's the only problem.
Green ones.
Oh, okay,
The
that's
lovely
great, that's
alternate
great.
green ones are cool.
Nah, penalty. White, bailing.
Right, here goes Madagascar. Last chance in this match. Fenor Hasinen, oh, good bust up the middle from Rahira Malala.
Hi.
And another penalty. So putting some pressure on Spain here in the last few moments as Madagascar, and then can't quite control it.
Hi.
High the other way. And Spain, they're going to look for one more try to finish off. Going to keep playing. Oh, big bumping off some bodies from Maria Garcia. Not a lot of room to work with there in close quarters. Spain, ball goes to ground, another knock on, and that will be the last hard-fought contest. And Spain get up over Madagascar 12 points to 0. Spain, get yourself picked up again first thing in the morning, come out against a side you've never played against, and they certainly made the Spanish work for it. And we're going to be able to get some reaction from the Spanish team. Gareth Reese's sideline with Bruna Elias.
Thank you, Ricky. Bruna, congratulations. A tough match against Madagascar, but a good win for your team.
Yeah, it is a good win.
they're huge players, and well, we're quite a small team, so it's good. Their contacts were hard, but I think we got the game through. And it was an important match for us to still be, on the top positions we can actually get, and I think we're happy with the score.
How important it is for you and your teammates to be at a Rugby World Cup of Sevens, especially down here in Cape Town?
It's amazing. I mean, we're fighting for our spot in the series, and to be here is really special. I mean, it's only once every 4 years, and it's my first World Cup as well as most of my teammates, and it's so special to be down here and to have fun playing and to compete against teams that we never compete against. It's really good.
Well, thank you very much. Gracias.
Thank you.
Really well spoken.